let's get this up. Get some photos. Nice striped marlin. Hook's been taken out, and we're gonna do a nice little release. Bond, what do you think of your first marlin, buddy? All right, we're gonna get this guy back in the water.
Welcome to the Cabo Fishing Podcast, brought to you by Rancho del Pescador and Mar Vida. We're here to bring you the best insider tips, tricks, and tales from the deep blue of Cabo. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into Cabo Fishing Podcast by Mar Vida.
I like tequila with a little slice of lime, sitting in the shade under a tree, and that's where I'm fine. The water's always warm, it gets hotter when she's by my side. Let's stay in Mexico and keep living the good life. So hold me close, don't ever let me go. All I need is you. So hold me close, don't ever let me go. All I need is you. And Mexico, yeah, you're all I need, baby.
Cabo Fishing Podcast.
All right, so we are in the Sea of Cortez around 11:50. That's not the time, that's actually a waypoint or a point of location. Terrain feature that we utilize here in the Sea of Cortez. We got Karen in the chair. She's affectionately known as the Cookie Lady because when we would do our Operation Salmon up in the Pacific Northwest, she would always support our adventures and ventures up there with cookies and good cheer and high morale. She's also in the fishing industry and is a well-known asset to some of the Pacific Northwest. But we got her down the Sea of Cortez. We're trying to accomplish a bucket list right now. And we got ourselves a nice little striped marlin on. She's doing great, she's doing great. Okay, that's why you watch the reel, right? So you saw how that line just went out, all right? I know it's tempting because it's like, I want to see what's going on. Now, there's a real good chance he's going to go on a big run right now. What I want you to do is not take it personal, all right? We're fighting for fun, he's fighting for his life, or she, they, since you're from Portland. So he's just here on the surface, nearby. Captain Omar is going to utilize the boat to our advantage. You can see the knot on the leader. If I touch the line of the leader, that's considered a capture in tournament standards, and you will have caught. You have caught a marlin. All right. No, you're good. But we're going to do our best to put our hands on them, de-tackle them, or it, or they, or them, and return them better than we found them, with your dream of catching a marlin intact. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Marvelous, marvelous. So generous with the sights. That's an inside joke for our favorite restaurant in Todos Santos, Tequila Sunrise. There we go. There we go. Feel the head, huh? You feel that bam, 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 bam. Yeah, it's all right. Like I said, don't take it personal. This fight's gone exceptionally quickly already. So like, that's why we want to like just maintain control with our left hand, not like burn ourselves out. Real. Oh, all right. You're gaining a little bit, yeah. All right, just keep your tip up, keep your tip up. No, that's it. Keep your tip up.
Another one on?
Huh?
No,
That's
it-
fine, okay.
yeah,
Mine.
yeah.
I'm just saying, it's going like
Be
a...
steering the chair.
This is where you see like how heavy the water is can be on line. You know, like real. Any, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't, like I said, don't take it personal. He's still pretty young, so he's got a lot of extra energy, right? He's like the adolescent.
How you doing, Bob?
Yeah.
All right, let's try and gain on him a little bit. All right, just test to see if you can gain it. Always be testing and always trying to retain tension on the line. All right, so he's starting to come back up to the surface. So let's slowly lift our rod tip up. There we go. All right, let's keep testing the tension. If we can gain anything on it, even if it's inches, any gain is a good gain. There we go, nice. All right. He's starting to elevate in the water, all right. All right, so hopefully we are going to do a little bit better this time in terms of the fish not getting away from us. This is our second hookup for Dan. First was on a lure, Imperium. This one's on a ballyhoo with a circle hook number 9. We're running 60-pound main line and about the same in terms of leader. So hopefully this guy, let's keep our tip up. Let's try and keep our tip up. That way the captain can see what's going on with the rod better, can better drive. We're letting him drag around a 6-ton vessel right now, so it's not just the poundage, the strength of the line, right, Dan? And we're also talking about the strength of the boat. And we got some Detroit diesels on board here, 5.5 tons of weight, and we're making this 125-pound fish drag around. So pretty strong, impressive little fish, right? Now you're getting the understanding of what I say, but don't white knuckle this. Think of that little sparrow.
Yeah, right now, it's a little sparrow, by the way, I was gripping it.
yeah. Well, I mean, like, it's okay if the bird dies. The problem is, so will the strength in your wrist after a period of time, right? So this is about battlefield sustainment. It's about longevity. And as Karen experienced earlier, it's a little bit of a war of attrition. Yep. We're working at inches at a time or feet at a time. There we go. All right, see how? See when you pull up that fast, like you're helping him, right? We want to win. We want to win. There you go, guys. See how you caught yourself with your thumb there. Good job. Feel that.
There you go.
You feel that tug right there?
Yep.
Yeah, there he goes. All right, this is a nice striped marlin. Got a little bit of dorsal damage, so he's been in a fight before. All right, see there's the leader coming in. All right. All right, now touch the line. All right, you caught a marlin. But let's try and make it a little more official than that. There's tournament rules, and then there's like survival of the fittest rules. And today we're gonna try and count a little coup on this guy. We're gonna try and touch him. All right, so the first thing we want to do is we want to get him facing the right direction.
Well, he's about to... Well,
Yeah, he's gonna make a look. We want to get him facing the right direction, because if we pull him backwards, we're gonna drown him, and we don't want to do that. Let's get this up. Get some photos. Nice striped marlin. Hook's been taken out, and we're gonna do a nice little release. Bond, what do you think of your first marlin, buddy? All right, we're gonna get this guy back in the water. Nice, healthy release.
It's all my set me.
It's no hook, no hook. All right. Perfecto. There we are. Sea of Cortez outside 1150. A little bit of a marine layer. This is the 2nd of April. So a lot of people don't think that we can catch marlin, billfish year round here in Cabo San Lucas or Los Cabos, Baja California Sur. We just did, that's our second one of the day. Karen, unfortunately, we did a Mexican release right off the side of the boat. This one we got a little picture with for Dan. Bucket lift fish. They've been coming down here, they've come with us for a couple of years, haven't got marlin. Made that dream come true today. And Bond got to see his first marlin up close. Yeah. All right.
Where's the hot tub in there now?
Now it's time to relax.
Love can be a ship, a ship, a ship. Love can be a stone, a stone, a stone. Love can be a...
Wow.
It's like a garden of trash.
Yeah, that's
Like a reef of trash. We are here at Marvita headquarters in Cabo San Lucas. I have my good friend Claudia with us here today. I'm gonna let her introduce her actual title and position, but she is responsible, and we linked up with her several months ago because she's the spearhead, the plank holder of the Baja cleanup, and not just for where we're at here in Cabo San Lucas, but all of the Baja Sur, from La Paz all the way around. And so, as we love the water, it's right in our name, you know, sea life, Marvita. It was important for us to participate in this and do what we can. Really proud of our team, Pepe, and everyone working to get us with the government agencies and with you. And so here we are. You know, like with the water in the background. Claudia, please tell everyone your position and how you got started and the inspiration to the cleanup.
Yeah, thank you. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate all of your generosity. My name is Claudia. I'm Claudia Padilla. I am director for Cleanup BCS. And unfortunately, this organization, this movement was born because we see so much trash on the streets, on the bed streams, in the ocean, everywhere really. So we want to, educate people on why it's so dangerous to throw all this trash everywhere. So we're working with this, and we're very, very, very happy that we were able to connect and that you guys participated in the cleanup day. It was a very successful day, although I don't want to say it was successful because we pick up around 200 tons of trash all over Baja California Sur. That's a lot of trash, many, many trucks. And unfortunately, there's a lot more. So yeah, well, let's go bits by bits. Yeah.
So just so everyone understands, like, we focus on our little aspect of here in our marina and the bay, Medano Bay, Bahia Medano, because, you know, like, that's where we operate, and, you know, we feel responsible, and we want to demonstrate to our peer group that, hey, like, we all need to do a better job. Every day, even yesterday, Pepe and I are out on the water and we find basura, trash, offshore. What did we get yesterday? A huge styrofoam cooler and just things. And we know where they originate. You know, they originate from man.
Yeah.
And, you know, maybe by accident or negligence or disregard or disrespect, it ends up, you know, polluting. And that's what it is. It's a pollution. It's not original. It's not native. It's not aboriginal. It's not organic. And it's just trash, and it shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
It was our pleasure. My inspiration, I'll be quite honest, is from my wife. She's a driving force in, you know, our environmental aspects and policies within the company. And, you know, she wanted to make sure that we participated with a reputable, not just do it, but like partner and work with someone that really wants the right things. And, you know, you are a leader in that. You're the community leader in Baja Sur. When you say BCS, you mean all of Baja California Sur, and I love that. And we appreciate your efforts. I'm a little intimidated by 22 tons. That's 44,000 libres of trash picked up and hauled away. I hope the landfill is ready.
Yeah, well,
the recycling centers were ready.
Yeah, I know. That's one of the problems that we have here in Baja Sur. We don't have any recycling centers in all Baja California Sur. There are non-recycling centers. There is no recycling plant. So what we do is we gather all the recyclables in waste management centers. We put them all very compact and clean in trailers, and we take them out of the state.
Oh, okay.
So that's a massive task that we do all year long. However, we felt and we feel that we need to do a cleanup day to create that consciousness, because when you go and pick up trash, it's like right now, like looking at this. You said something about the garden of trash. It's true. It's just like when we see the amount of trash that there is in our ecosystem, we need to do something about that.
I was astonished. I didn't go below the water. I stayed above the water. My wife and I stayed on the boat that some of the divers departed from, and helped, you know, keep, you know, other boaters away from the divers area. But when they started bringing the bags up, at first I was like, oh, well, that's a bag. Great. What success? You know, one bag. And then there was 2 bags. And then there were 3 bags. And then there were 4 bags.
Oh my God.
And then, like,
oh my God.
I don't know. In the end, I don't know how many bags there were, but I was astonished that we only did one little area, and we ran out of oxygen, really. Well, the air tanks, the divers, you know, because we had donated air and donated boat. And so the divers ran out of air tanks. You know,
and there was still trash.
There was still trash.
Yeah.
And so, like, now we're like, okay, how do we coordinate to go back and finish or have a regular schedule so that we're continuing to do this? Because I was like, just the underwater footage that you and I just watched was astonishing. I did say garden, and I'd like to retract that, because that implies that it's beautiful. That was not beautiful, but it was a lot. It was astonishing.
Yeah.
So I really hope that we continue to do this. What are the plans for future operations?
Yes. So we continue. We keep working in education, because we feel that we need to educate a lot of people around how to manage the trash. We believe that my trash is my responsibility. I go to the store, I buy, let's say milk, let's say a can of whatever. So that belongs to me. So I cannot put it anywhere. We keep saying that if you throw it into the floor, into the ground, you throw it into the ocean. Because what happens here in Old Baja is we have all these bed streams and mountains, and everything goes down, obviously, when the rainy season comes, and it goes into the ocean. And we are affecting whales, we're affecting sea lions, we're affecting all marine life. and we breathe out of the oxygen that the ocean gives us.
That's a great point.
So we have to be aware that we are attempting against our own health, because what we breathe is oxygen that is provided by the ocean. So the more consciousness that we can create around this idea that we are the ocean, that we are nature, that we are health, we have to continue working towards education.
Yeah, so we had multiple government agencies working with us.
Yes.
So we had CONMAR, FONMAR, and I can't remember who else that we had. But how was it for you to coordinate with all these different?
Well, I have to say it was a massive task, because we cannot do it alone. And that's one of the things that I love about Cleanup and the Cleanup Day is working as a community, working with the government. And particularly, I want to mention that the government this year was very helpful. They put a lot of resources because, we have to take all that trash to the landfills. So at the end of the day, we are also very grateful with the government. I also want to mention the hotels. 15 hotels participated this year.
Wonderful.
Yes, in the Cleanup Day. And, putting resources, putting trucks. We are very grateful for the hotels that participated. And then companies, a lot of companies with donations, resources. You were talking about the oxygen for the divers. So we had 1,127 people participating in one of the bed streams. And we ran out of trash bags. So at the end of the day, we need a lot of resources to keep on working. But we're very happy because every day we feel that we are achieving a lot more in education, achieving a lot more as a community, being together and creating this awareness. It doesn't matter if you're from the States, if you're from Canada, if I'm from Mexico. The important thing is that all of us, we breathe out of the ocean, and that we are taking care of life and what is providing us of the oxygen for us to breathe.
Hey everybody, Toby from Marvita and the Cabo Fishing Podcast. We have been filming season 3 and we're continuing to film season 3. Be sure to tune into our YouTube channel, subscribe, like, hit that notification button, as well as, that's right, comment, send in your questions, your comments, so that we know how we're doing, what you're interested in learning about, and what we should be filming to help educate you and share our experiences here in Cabo San Lucas in the Baja California Sur. Finger guns.
Here in Cabo San Lucas, we're in a bowl, right? So as we look behind us, the town is behind us, and the landscaping kind of funnels everything down. So when we get a good rain or we have a storm or tormenta, all that basura, all that garbage, all that waste ends up flowing down through the town. And the end of the funnel is right there, directly behind us. That's one of the reasons why we're sitting here right now. And all that trash comes into this marina and then exits this marina into Madonna Bay. Cabo San Lucas, Los Cabos, but Cabo San Lucas specifically is one of the greatest destinations on the planet. We have the sand falls here in that bay. We were only a matter of 50 meters, not even 50 meters from where the sand falls were, picking up that trash.
Wow.
One of the greatest phenomenons on the planet. It only happens, I think, 2 places on the planet. That's what brought Jacques Cousteau to the Baja.
Yes.
And so we want to make sure that us here in Cabo San Lucas know the importance of all that stuff coming down and the effect. What makes Cabo tick? What's our number one industry?
Tourism.
And why is it? Because this is one of the most beautiful places on the planet. We need to do more to communicate with our local community. What are your suggestions for working with the local community to not just continue to do the cleanup, but take more aggressive action?
Yes, definitely. Well, our next steps, as I mentioned, is education, then working on social media. I feel that right now the youth spends a lot of time in social media, so we want to communicate this type of action so that people become aware of what's going on underwater. Also, we do a TV film documentary festival every year.
Okay.
So to spread the word
that is a wonderful point of information. We will be sharing that information for the documentary and the film festival, because that's a great way to get that's a wonderful tool and asset.
Yes. And the important thing is that those films go to all of the public schools. We're working with the Ministry of Ecology, and all those films go through every student in public schools. So that's amazing. That's creating consciousness. But definitely we participated 5,000 people this year.
5,000 people.
And the cleanup, but we need more. We definitely need more. As you mentioned, this is a tourist destination, a prime location. We need to do something.
Here, where we focused, our focal point, unfortunately, we only had 3 divers because that's all, like we could kind of get at that time, but also because not many people knew about it. And then after the fact, people are like, oh man, I wish I'd have known. But we need more divers, because everyone sees the trash above the water. But that was the first time you saw the trash below the water, right?
Exactly.
So like we need to do more. We need more people. We need more volunteers in terms of divers and oxygen, boats. And so I challenge my peer group to join with us, lock arms with us on this very crucial and important and honorable task, because this is how we all make our livings. This is how we feed our families. And that's how the families and the families and the families behind us get paid and get fed. So like, let's do more. Claudia, I'm so grateful that you included us. We're so grateful that you let us put all the literature in our place so that we can share with everybody. There's some wonderful companies involved. Wild Canyon, shout out to Wild Canyon. We love them. And we're grateful for their leadership as well with you. Is there anything that you would love to share as a parting message? And say it both in English and absolutely say it in Espanol.
Thank you. Well, yes, I want to say how important it is to become aware that we are the ocean, we are nature. Nosotros somos el océano, somos la naturaleza, somos medio ambiente. Cada respiro es vida. Every breath that we take is life. So please come contact me, call us, join us, be part of this. We need your help. Come on, join us.
We love it. Right here, the Cabo Fishing Podcast. Marvita, we're with you. We support this.
Thank you so much.
And many more years of this to come, many more weeks of this to come. Now that we understand the breadth of the situation, we will be doing more. So thank you for inviting us and sharing with us in this project.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dear resident and visitor, I present these words to evoke a significant moment in Baja California Sur. On March 30th, 2025, 5,000 people united under the sun to clean our state. Their palpable effort resulted in 200 tons of collected waste, a powerful demonstration of community and commitment. But the image extends beyond the coast, towards the waters that define our peninsula. In the depths, volunteer divers, with sport fishing joining efforts with governmental protection and environmental conservation institutions, showing their passion for the sea, submerged themselves in a realm of intricate life. Their task, inherently more challenging in time, precision, and scope than the work on land. The ocean inevitably receives what we neglect on land. Let us reflect on this vital connection. The dedication on land stems the flow of pollution towards the sea. The silent work of the divers reminds us of the fragility and hidden beauty that we must protect. We deeply appreciate the synergy between citizens, sport fishermen, and governmental institutions. This joint effort underscores a fundamental truth. The health of Baja California Sur, our home, depends on coordinated actions in every corner from our homes, from the streams, from the beaches to the marine depths. Caring for the land is caring for the sea, and vice versa.